I didn't have a Josh, but then I looked and I had one from last year, and I figured, hey, it's been a whole year. I'm sure nobody remembered what I said last year, so I could say it again. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. All right. And Michael is here. So, all right. So, Hag Sameach. Um, so I want to talk to you about the significance of the eighth day encounter here in Shemini Atzeret. And this might be actually kind of tied to a different, a different Torah portion, but it kind of connects. It kind of connects with this one as well, with Shemini Atzeret. And I think this might be a different eighth day that is talking about, but it says, it was on the eighth day that Moshe summoned Aharon and his sons, the elders of Israel. I think this is when they are being consecrated as priests. Leviticus 9, verse 1. And so this is it's a pivotal moment. It's different. They're transitioning from just kind of living in the Mishkan, and then they're going from the Mishkan, and now they are being, I guess, ordained or made into like the priests, the people who are gonna do all the work inside this at the time it was the Mishkan, inside the tabernacle. So the 7 days before is natural. 7 days, we have a lot of 7-day, seven comes up a lot, right, in the Torah, and in natural order and things. So we have 7 days of the week. We have 7 years. We have the Shemitah, the 7 years, and then we also have like in the rainbow. There's like supposed to be like 7 colors, right? So 7 is kind of like this natural physical thing, but then in the Zohar, we learn here in Shimon Bar Yochai, he talks about it. He says, all 7th days are holy to this world, but all 8th days are holy to the world to come. So this kind of points to this 8th day, this thing that's connected between us and Hashem, right? It transcends nature in a way, and it goes beyond. It kind of makes it, I don't know if you ever seen, but a lot of times, sometimes you'll grab the numeral 8, and then they'll push it to the side and make it like horizontal, and then it looks like infinity, right? So it's kind of like this infinite idea, right? And I don't know how this really connects, but Yeshua kind of teaches about this kind of idea of going beyond the natural, because he says here in Matthew 5, verse 8, he said, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." In a sense, they're seeing beyond our limitations, our natural order, and they're seeing Hashem, right? The pure of heart. They move beyond natural and see something supernatural in a way, right? And so I guess in a sense, and this is kind of connecting, and it's not connecting this Shemini Atzeret, but it is connecting to when the priests were being consecrated. And then after that happened, on the 8th day, Hashem rested his Shekhinah, his glory came down, or I don't know all his glory, but his presence came down and was there at the Mishkan, right? And it was showing you like, now Hashem is going to be dwelling with us. Like this infiniteness is kind of coming down and being with us in our finite world, And these are very hard concepts. It's hard to grasp for me, anyways. But at least we have this precedent. We know we have this in history that happened, on the 8th day. And so, if we can also just think about this idea of on this Shemini Atzeret, after we've been living in the sukkah, I like my son was teaching the other day. It's a humbling experience. You're living in the sukkah. You're being connected more to nature, to the world that Hashem created. And then here on this 8th day, we are, we may be leaving the sukkah, we may be going away, but now we are kind of being connected to like Hashem more, maybe, like you want to carry this idea of the sukkah, living with Hashem in his natural order, and like being ascended more, going higher, I guess. I don't know, but that's the idea of it anyway. And so, and also, also connect this with what Yeshua said, that we can, really purify our hearts, like really dwell upon good things, holy things, to like make our hearts pure, so that we can see God, that we can see his workings in all of our lives, and recognize him in our life, and that's the kind of the miracle, I guess, of the 8th day. The 8th day is going beyond the 7th and going to the next level, and so that's my Josh, a short idea of Josh. I'm sure Michael or one of these other guys who know about this more can speak a little more eloquently about it. But that's my that's what I have to share about the 8th day. All right, who's next? Oh.